Chapter 1204. 320 million. 330 million. 340 million. Mr. Lane raised his hand again. I will give out 350 million. In these few bids, basically, someone raised the price as soon as someone finished bidding. In order to grab this rejuvenating pill, everybody added 10 million and 10 million, basically without stopping. The whole scene is already boiling, even if it is a person with a net worth of only about 1 billion, at this time, he did not hesitate to follow up the bid. Everyone knows that money is precious and life is more expensive. Vicky felt that every time someone bid a price, he was beating his face frantically. He has never been so embarrassed in his life. However, this is only the beginning. What makes him most uncomfortable is how he will step down later. Did you really let yourself eat this ruby necklace? At this moment, the bidding is still going on, and it is still extremely enthusiastic. Chris Tyler, Mr. White, and Mr. Lane were unwilling to give up this great opportunity, and the others were gritting their teeth to keep up. Soon, the price has exceeded $600 million. At this time, in the next few tables, only 2 or 3 people were still making bids. The others had to abstain because the prices were too high and they were beyond the range they could actually bear. However, even if the sky-high price of $600 million has been reached, the auction price continues. The price climbed all the way and soon exceeded $700 million. The only people who are still bidding are Chris Tyler, Mr. White, and Mr. Lane. The 3 people have a good relationship, and they are all familiar with Alex. In fact, everyone did not intend to make it too ugly, but this pill is too precious, and no one is willing to give up, so every time the 3 of them bid, they bid. Like the other 2 people, people would bow their hands and say sorry. The situation at the scene suddenly became very magical. After Mr. White said 700 million, he clasped his fists and said, "I'm sorry, 2 brothers, if I offend, please forgive me." When he arrived at Mr. Lane, he reported $7,200 million, and said with a fist, "I'm sorry, 2 brothers, if I offend, please forgive me." Then there was Chris Tyler. He directly reported 750 million, but still clasped his fists and said, "I'm sorry, 2 brothers, if I offend, please forgive me." The others are already stupid. What is the relationship between these 3 people? Everyone calls the other 2 elder brothers. Then who is the elder brother and who is the younger brother? It doesn't matter who is the elder brother and who is the younger brother. What is important is that these 3 people are not willing to give up at all, chasing after each other, pushing the price higher and higher. In the blink of an eye, the price has been pushed to 990 million. Vicky has been blinded. 990 million. His necklace is only worth 20 million, which has been opened several times. What the hell is this rejuvenation pill? How can it be so valuable? Just thinking of this, Chris Tyler said directly, "I will give out 1 billion. Mr. White felt that if he continued to play like this, he would basically have no head. In terms of assets, he might be able to compete with Mr. Lane, but he was definitely incomparable with Chris Tyler. Therefore, if you still add a little bit of it, it will be difficult to survive Chris Tyler in the end. So he simply gritted his teeth and blurted out, "I will give out 1.1 billion. A $100 million increase in one breath. Everyone present was already shocked by his courage.